right, I'm ready. I'm here.
All right. So here's my question for you. My question is, what is the floor of a third gen value for a mechanically sound third gen?
Oh man, mechanically sound like miles not a factor.
I'm just
Anything
saying
else isn't a factor. It's just
I'm just saying
uh,
mechanically sound.
I'd say 5 grand.
That's the neighborhood that I'm in. Okay.
Okay.
So now let me ask you this. What if I told you it's got 273 on it?
Okay.
So the paint kind of sucks, and it's two-wheel drive.
Okay.
Still mechanically sound. Are you still at five?
Yeah, I'm thinking about third gens in the way that I think about third gens. I'm thinking about V6 4x4. And
Yeah,
I'm not.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'd say for a 2-wheel drive, four maybe
Okay.
would be my floor.
Okay. Um, Now it is a V6 and it is a limited. So here's the thing that this person sent me. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it seems high, but that's just kind of what they are now, and it doesn't look as
yeah.
bad as I thought it might look.
No, it's not.
Uh,
It's not terrible. The more you see the pictures, the more you realize like the paint. Like if you got right up on this thing in person, the paint would
yeah.
be rough, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty rough.
I ought to zoom in on it a little bit.
I think it's a 97. It's a pre-99. It's the early third
Exactly.
gen.
Yep. So pre 99 takes it down slightly. The front bumper looks maybe like a little bent, like maybe it was hit on the passenger side just a little bit,
Yeah, I see that. It's kind of tucked under the headlight
tucked under
bezel.
the headlight a little bit. And then on the
Yeah.
rear, the rear bumper's got a ding on the left hand side, but it's like, yeah, that's whatever. Even my dad's has that. The question that I have about the rear is the key cylinder is missing. Like, how does that happen?
Oh, that is sketchy.
That's
Um,
that's that's like, yeah, yeah.
Also, just a side note, how many third gens have you seen that don't have a banged up bumper? For some reason, that car
Yes,
just attracts people
yes,
backing into stuff, and
yes,
I have no idea
yes.
why. It's great visibility, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
always have dinged up bumpers.
yeah. Absolutely, and it's always in that corner right there where this one's hit.
Yeah.
So then we got the front cabin here. So one thing that I do like is that somebody spent the money to reupholster the front seats.
Yeah, no, those are nice.
Yeah,
Those are really nice.
yeah. So the front seats look nice. The front driver's door panel looks decent. You can see the leather is pulling away a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is there's really only like two pictures of the interior, and this is one of them. You can't tell a whole ton. It's got a radio of some kind in it, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's like the original radio that I had in mind, except I think maybe they have the CD option as well.
that's what it looks
But
like to me. Is it looks like that same radio you had. It's a really dark picture, but it looks like the same radio that you had with the CD option.
right.
That's kind of what it looks like to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
this thing's a mixed bag. Yeah.
yeah,
It,
yeah,
it, yeah. I mean, for one, third gens are valuable, but once you take away the four-wheel drive, it kind of negates the value to me.
it
I don't
negates
know.
a big section of the value.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
still
they're still going to be
have
good.
you still have like all the legendary build quality, reliability, etc., right?
Mm,
But yeah, like taking the 4x4 and like it limits like, resale value. It does. It takes down the value.
yeah.
Now the back seat, looking at the back seat, it's like it's worn, but it's not terrible. I mean, the thing is just like this car is never going to be cherry, which is like if you're okay with that, you're okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
The back seat, like the back of the back seat, like that's the thing about this car is it strikes me as like not ragged out, but just like well used, let's say, right?
Right. Yeah, it looks like it's been a grocery getter. I mean,
Yeah,
it's super clean on the underside.
it's super clean on the other underside, and the tires look pretty new and they're Bridgestones, which I mean they're not like China Tech Roaring Tiger or anything, you know.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Someone put good tires on it.
Somebody put decent tires on it. The guy says it has no leaks, and from the underside, this is the rear underside, like it looks pretty clean underneath.
Yeah,
Here's another underside shot. Again, you see those
yeah,
tires. The tires on it are decent.
yeah.
And it costs a few bucks to put like a full set of matching Bridgestones on a third gen. It does.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
based on the pictures, it didn't look like it's been like wrecked or anything. I mean, like severely. It's probably been in some
no,
sort of collision.
no. And also under the hood is relatively clean. Somebody put new NGK wires on it. I think that master cylinder looks new. I think that radiator's new, and he says it's new. He says the timing belt's done. You got a timing belt sticker on there. You look at the battery. The battery's a Duracell. It's newer. Nothing is missing. Everything's pretty complete. It's got a layer of dust on
Yeah,
it, but it's like, yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's a working car.
yeah,
Uh, one peculiar thing to me is like the radiator looks new, but the hose looks old. I don't think he replaced the upper hose.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's a good point.
yeah. I mean, not that that matters a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. You get it. You just buy a $10 hose and slap it on. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's a note.
It's hard, man. The value on this thing is really hard to figure out.
It's hard to pin down.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah.
not going to get what you need from Kelly Blue Book on something like this. They
No,
just,
exactly. Listed. So another thing, it was listed 4 weeks ago, and it's like my thought process is third gens are pretty sought after. Like
yeah.
people are searching for them. You know, like if this was some sort of a steal, it wouldn't have lasted 4 weeks.
No.
But then again, you go back to like it's mechanically sound, it's been maintained, and if you watch this video, I don't know if you would be able to hear the sound, but like you can watch the video and like it cranks up really easily. Like it sounds really good, it runs smooth.
Yeah.
So it's like I pretty much trust that this thing is mechanically sound. But
Yeah.
yeah, you've got like it's got a bunch of miles, bad paint, and it's a two-wheel drive. And,
Yeah.
and there are just like a handful of little clues that it's not like a grandma cherry, you know, like yeah, it's kind of dented up,
Sure.
you know. Yeah, why is that rear key cylinder missing? That's kind of weird. You know, just little things.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I noticed, and maybe this is just like the aftermarket, new seat covers in the front versus what was originally there. The middle console armrest does not match the front leather.
Yeah, agreed.
Which that's not a big thing. But
It's not a big deal.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think realistically this guy could get 4 for it. I'm still sticking with 4.
You're sticking
I
with
think,
4?
I don't think it's like outrageously overpriced, but it's not. Obviously, nobody's jumping at the chance to get this thing for 5.3 or whatever.
Yeah, and if you're saying
whatever he's got for it. It's
yeah,
just,
yeah,
I think if you make this, everything else stays the same, and you make it 4-wheel drive, I think it flies. I think
yes,
it's
correct.
2-wheel drive. It takes having to be 2-wheel drive just takes away from a little bit of the novelty of it. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
It's just,
exactly.
so yeah, that's where I'm at on this one.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know, it's probably not a bad car.
Yeah, that was my take. Is like it's probably mechanically very solid. It's not the prettiest, and it's probably not quite worth 5. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.